Hello students of 7th standard. We have started the second lesson, that is nothing but plant structure and function. In this we are going to see one of the activity. See here. You have to take a glass jar. What you have to take? You have to take a glass jar and you have to fill it with water. How you have to fill with water? You have to fill it with 3/4 of it with the water. Now you have to place an onion on the mouth of the jar. What you have to do? See, as I have shown you here. So you have to take a jar. You have to fill it 3/4 of it with the water, and then you have to place a onion onto the top of the, you can say, jar. Now observe the growth of the roots for 8 days. You have to keep this jar for 8 days, and after that you want to observe the changes whatever are seen in that. What you see there? A thread-like or a fiber-like roots are arising from the stem. These are called as the fibrous root. Now whenever you see in the second jar, what did you see there? There are roots which are formed from the onion. These roots are nothing but the fibrous roots. So the onion gives out the fibrous root, and you also see that the water from the jar has been also lessened. Why is that? Because the onion absorbs, you can say, water with the help of the roots. These are nothing but the roots, and the roots go down and suck the water, and here also you see the plant has grown. Now see here. Thus there are two main types of roots. What does this tells us? That there are two main types of roots. Which are they? They are nothing but the tap root and fibrous roots. Then see here, dicotyledonous plants have a tap root. Dicotyledonous plant means the plants whichever are having two cotyledons, they are having a tap root. While monocotyledonous plants have a fibrous root. As you see in such kind of a, you can say, onion. Onion is nothing but a monocotyledonous. Therefore, you see the fibrous roots in this. Once again, I will explain the you can say activity. What you have to do? You have to take a glass jar. You want to fill it with the 3/4 of it with the water. That means you have to take a glass jar. You want to fill it with the water. How much you have to fill? You have to fill it 3/4 of the parts with the, you can say, water, and you want to place a onion onto the top of the, you can say, at the mouth of the jar. Then what happens? See there, you want to keep this jar for 8 days. After that you want to observe the whatever the things that are taking place in this. You see that the fibrous roots come out for this, and they are sucking the water. Therefore, the water from the jar has been lessened, and these are nothing but the fibrous roots. So this is the activity which is given here. See here next one. Sow the seeds of plants. What you have to do? You have to sow the seeds of plant. Which plant you have to take? See here. Mustard, sorghum, that is nothing but jowar, maize, that is nothing but corn, pea, coriander. This all you have to take, and you have to put it in an earthen pot. So what you have to do? You have to sow the seeds. That means you have to take the seeds of what? See here, of the plants like mustard, sorghum, which is called as a jowar, maize, that is called as a corn, pea, that is nothing but wathana, coriander, that is nothing but kotimbir, or you can say dhane. Then see, these all you have to put it in an, you can say, earthen pot. Cultivate the plant for 8 days. What you have to do? You have to keep these seeds in an earthen pot with an mud in it. For how much days? For 8 days. Then see. Once the plant grow 15 to 20 centimeters high, what happens? Whenever you have sown the seed, after 8 to 10 days, these seeds gives the plant that we have seen. It gives us radicle and plumule that we have seen. Now see, what happens? This plant grows up to how much centimeter? 15 to 20 centimeters high. Then what you have to do? You have to uproot them. That means you have to remove them from the mud. And while removing, you have to take care that the root should not be damaged or the root should not be, you can say, cut. That carefully you have to do this. While the soil is moist, and put them gently in a large conical flask. What you have to do? You have to uproot the plant. But when you have to uproot it, whenever the soil is moist, at that time only you want to remove the plant. And you want to put this plant gently in a very large, you can say, conical flask. The conical flask should contain water. What you have to do? You have to uproot the plant, you have to put it in a conical flask. The conical flask should contain water. Now what happens here? The soil will get washed off. As there is a water in a conical flask, the roots whichever are, you can say, dipped into the soil or which is having the presence of soil, all this mud will be washed off without any harm to the roots. You have to wash it off, or it washes gently into the water, and we should not harm the roots. Observe the roots carefully to see which plants have taproot and which ones have fibrous roots. Now what you have to do? You have to see each and every plant seed from this, whichever you have sown, and you have to see which is having a taproot or which is having a fibrous root. Taproot you have seen in yesterday's lecture. Fibrous roots, they are nothing but, you can say, thread-like structures which are fiber-like structures. Now you want to differentiate these seeds. Which seeds gives you taproot and which seeds give you fibrous roots. Then see, plants like maize, sugarcane, sorghum have two types of roots. They are having two types of roots. See which are that root? Some roots are underground, whereas some grow from the stem. That means there are two types of roots. One grow deep into the soil and one grow from the stem, just above the soil. The stem which is just above the soil. The latter are called as the adventitious root. Which are the latter roots, or which are we can see the roots which are called as a adventitious root. Beside the normal function like absorption of water and minerals, anchoring and supporting the plant, roots perform some other functions too. See, we know that root is performing the function of absorbing the roots and minerals, the water and minerals from the soil. But beside this, they are also doing the functions of supporting, or you can say anchoring. And again there is also some more functions of the roots. Which are they here? Roots show some modification to perform this additional function. But whenever they want to perform these functions, they show some additional modifications also to do these additional functions. Examples are here. Some examples of such modified roots are here. Next one, aerial roots, stilt roots, runners, breathing roots, which are called as the nematophores. In this way, today we are seeing one activity to show the fibrous roots. Here we have studied the functions of the roots. Then again, which are the types of the roots, the monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous roots we have seen by applying the various activities here. We have also seen the function of the root in this, you can say, lecture. Further points we will see in further lecture.